Hey Manteca Fit Body Boot Camp. I'm here in Sprouts in Modesto, and I am going to go through some sweeteners. And what it is in life we live on sweet stuff. We dream about it. We love it. In fact, I think that many times we're addicted to it. But here's the deal: we're going to use sweeteners when we have coffee, when we bake, when we do things like that. And what we need to do is, if we're going to do that, we need to try to make the best possible choice we can. So there's always, straight up sugar, which is the, white pure cane sugar, this granulated. So this one is regular old white granulated sugar. It has 15 calories for 1 teaspoon. Okay, so it's a teaspoon is 15 calories. It's obviously 100% sugar, meaning that it's going to burn really fast and spike your energy or spike your blood sugar and all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So then there's also brown sugar. This fits right into the same category. 15 calories for 1 teaspoon, but it obviously is going to taste a little maltier, maybe depending on what you're baking with. You have some good options there, okay? I happen to love a little dark brown sugar in my coffee, but I know that it is not necessarily the best thing for you. So then we have this, a lot of people see this kind of the raw sugar that you get at Starbucks or whatever in the little brown packets. This is basically what this is, the turbinado. And it's raw cane sugar. It's literally exactly the same as white sugar. So it's 15 calories per teaspoon, and it is going to basically metabolize in your body exactly the same way. So it looks cooler. It's a little bit, but it's effectively the exact same thing. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to end off. Well, I'm going to try to go in the best order I can here, but anyway, we'll go as we go. So here is my personal favorite in coffee. It tastes malty. It's organic. Look at that, and I've got the video backwards, which I should have fixed. But anyway, it's organic coconut palm sugar. So I remember before I talked about how it was 15 calories per teaspoon, right? Well, this is 15 calories per, this particular one, 15 calories per teaspoon as well. Well, I thought it was different. Anyway, just kind of keep it real. Obviously, I misread, but it's teaspoon as well. But it's got a nice malty flavor. It does have a little bit slower glycemic index, just because the way it has to absorb and get into your different sugars and whatnot. Okay, so effectively what I've learned here is my awesome choice that I thought was so awesome, not as awesome as I thought. Well, that's why you got to read the labels, right? So then we have some other options. So one of the things that you hear people talk, oh, what about high fructose corn syrup? And effectively, it's literally the same. So high fructose corn syrup is just like sugar. I did talk about, so those are the granulated things. The one thing I didn't talk about in granulated form is stevia. Stevia, which is, you can get in organic stevia, so for wholesome, or you can get it in Truvia. It has, I gotta be honest, okay? What's nice about it, it is completely natural, and it's completely natural, and it's calorie free. There is 3 carbohydrates of erythritol. So anyway, but it's calorie free. It's going to have a little bit of a funky taste, and that's what I don't like about it. Like at Starbucks, you can get you get it with the stevia with monk fruit in it, and it just tastes weird. I don't, but it's a lot better if you're baking with it. If you're baking with it, then it ends up masking, because it's got other dynamic flavors in it, and it ends up masking some of that flavor. If you're having something like coffee or tea or whatever, it can kind of overpower, give you a little bit of a funky aftertaste, right? The other one that is become popular is xylitol, and this one it's got a caloric value It's got caloric value. However, it's a lot lower. It's all natural. The one thing that I've heard things is it's really bad for dogs, which is weird. But and some people, it actually gives them diarrhea. Basically, so it's xylitol, but you can cook with it, sometimes it's all natural. But so then we're talking about some other options, right? So we've gone through the stevia, we've gone through regular sugar, brown sugar. If you notice, all of these have kind of the same calories. They all burn in your body about the same. We do run into some liquid options, right? So we've got honey, and we'll go to honey first. So basically, honey is 1 tablespoon that's tablespoon, so you got to do the calculation, but it's 1 tablespoon has 60 calories. So it ends up being about 30 calories, and so just know that when you're doing that, it's natural, but and if you get local honey from where you're at, it actually can have some effects because the bees are grabbing local stuff. It'll help you with your allergies and whatnot, but your local honey is a better way to go, but it's pretty calorie rich. For a tablespoon, 60 calories, all right? And it burns really quick in your body. The best option in a liquid sweetener is blue agave syrup, okay? So blue agave syrup it has a little bit of a different taste, just like the stevia does. It's all natural. It is 60 calories for a tablespoon, and it's a tablespoon, so it's obviously a bigger. But what's nice about it, it has a low glycemic index, which means that it burns slower in your body, and so it's going to have a little bit different taste, but it's going to burn slower in your body. If you notice, like if you have a Fit Aid at one of our locations, it has blue agave in it just for that reason. So it doesn't spike your sugar as fast, okay? So blue agave, all right? And then one last option you can find is a organic coconut nectar, and it's a sweetener as well. Effectively, it's a teaspoon has 30 calories, so it is actually more than your regular sugars and everything. It is not a low glycemic index. But in our lives, we're like running around, we're like, ooh, we're going to try something new and different. We're going to go with coconut nectar. It's just as bad or worse, depending on your perspective on that, on the number of calories, and it's not a low glycemic index sweetener. One of the things, you can also get Truvia in a liquid form, okay? And one of the things that like to do sometimes in our coffee is like pure maple syrup, and keeping in mind that the calculations on this are crazy, because it says that 1 serving is a 1/4 cup, and in that 1/4 cup it has 200 calories. So it effectively is just like the other syrups, the coconut syrup and whatnot. But obviously, add some a special flavor in there. So one of the things I can really want to make sure you understand is you need to read the label on whatever kind of sugar you're doing. Make sure that you use the right ratios, because depending on which one of these sugars, if you're replacing it with just like the regular white sugar, then you're going to end up, you could really jack up your recipe and make it like the most disgusting thing on the planet. And back to making sure that you read the labels. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.